Ahimsaka was a prominent bandit who operated in the ancient kingdom of Magadha. Angulimala, which translates to garland of fingers, was his fearsome nickname because he was known to wear a necklace fashioned from the fingers of his victims. The evil inside Angulimala's soul brought him great pleasure as he delighted in the anguish of others. On a remote woodland trail one day, Angulimala came upon a traveling party. He brandished his sword and prepared to strike, but paused suddenly. A calm and courageous monk was among the group of tourists. Angulimala was both bewildered and fascinated by the monk's calming presence. Angulimala, intrigued by the monk's behavior, approached him and said, "Stop. I am Angulimala, the notorious bandit who has caused widespread panic. I'm going to kill you because you're in my way." The monk looked at Angulimala with kind, caring eyes. "I have already broken the vicious cycle of violence and hatred within me," he said. "My way is the way of calm and comprehension." The monk's reply baffled Angulimala. He had seen many brave soldiers, but this monk showed bravery of a different kind, the courage that comes from knowing oneself and acting on that knowledge. His curiosity got the best of him, and he inquired, "Who are you, and how can you be so peaceful in the face of danger?" The monk gave a soft smile as he introduced himself as Gautama Buddha and said that his chosen path was one of nonviolence and compassion. "I want to rid the world of ignorance and pain." A spark of hope lit up Angulimala's soul. The Buddha's fame as an enlightened teacher had reached him. He began to wonder whether this chance meeting might not be his chance at atonement. "Master, I have lived a life of darkness and cruelty," Angulimala said. "Is there any chance that I can find a way to freedom and serenity?" "Even the most afflicted minds may be redeemed," Buddha said in response. "Your future is not determined by your history. Accept the responsibility that comes with your actions, and instead choose the road of kindness and knowledge." Angulimala, moved by the Buddha's teachings, knelt and gave up his sword. He committed to giving up violence and instead living in accordance with the Buddha's teachings. The change in Angulimala became well known. Many were amazed at how compassion could bring light into such a dark place. From then on, Angulimala committed his life to the monastic life and the transmission of the lessons of peace and understanding. Angulimala's prior deeds eventually caught up with him, and he had to deal with the repercussions of his criminal behavior. Despite all this, he kept his cool and remained steadfast on the road of nonviolence. The story of Angulimala's rebirth became an uplifting example of the limitless possibilities and life-altering effects of compassion. To prove that no one is beyond redemption and that the path of compassion may lead even the most tormented soul to freedom, Angulimala moved away from evil and embraced a life of light and knowledge under the tutelage of Gautama Buddha.